Hey, I'm Jim Paar.
Hey, I'm Jody Paar. This is Tiny Tiara Paar.
And Tuttle's here.
So my husband does a lot of videos on YouTube. He's a genius. We call him Genius Jim. And so if you follow him on here, you see a lot of neat stuff that he does on this channel or his other channel that he has. And I was like, you need to be personable so people know a little bit about you. So he is going to tell you guys his background, and then I'll tell you my background a little bit. So you go first.
Yeah, so I do marketing on YouTube right now. And but I started working when I was 6 months old as a child actor, and raised in California, in Hollywood. And my first commercial that I ever did, I got my Social Security card at 6 months old because I did an Armstrong Tile commercial as a baby throwing baby food on the floor. So work is no secret to me, and doing things in life, like whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. It can be a challenge, but I can always overcome those challenges. And I think it's because I started working when I was so young. And so we've taken on a lot of different projects and adventures, and we actually met on an adventure that I was doing.
Okay, wait. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
We'll get to that later. So, yeah, he started acting as a child. He has an identical twin. They look just alike. And yes, we do like to play tricks on people sometimes. And, like, for instance, our neighbor didn't know he had a twin. So I came in with his actual twin. His name is Jack. We sat down, we were visiting, and then Jimmy knocked on the door. And it was pretty hilarious because our neighbor was like, what is happening? So being a child actor and working at the age of 6 months, what's some of the stuff that you worked on?
Old stuff. So Rockford Files.
Not saying we're old, but
Emergency. A lot of commercials. My brother was on Little House on the Prairie. Just a lot of different, there's so many TV shows and movies that the list goes on. Probably the last one I did was Purple Rain and Prince Graffiti Bridge in Minnesota.
yeah, we love Prince. And me, I'm from Mississippi. Like, all of this is so fascinating to me because I grew up in a little bitty town in Mississippi, and pretty much in the woods, I guess you could say. And, I always didn't know about the acting and the stage and he was around all that. So to me, if a person was in a house, they were in an actual house, not knowing there was actually a studio there. So that was kind of cool to find out all of those things. But I grew up in the country in Mississippi, and I bet you guys are kind of wondering, how the heck did they meet? Because he's originally from California, but then you guys moved to Minnesota when you were like 7.
Yeah, that's right. And I guess it was more my parents just didn't want us in Hollywood. So you're starting to see the secrets of Hollywood and what's come out of that over the years. And those stories are very true. And that's why my parents took us as far as they could from Hollywood.
Yeah, and you were headed to New Jersey, but you ended up stopping in Minnesota in the summer, right? And then
winter hit. And then it was that was history made, and we were in a travel trailer, a 24-foot travel trailer. My mom and dad and 4 kids, and stuffing hay underneath the trailer to stay warm and keep the pipes from freezing, and 30 below weather, and it was quite a interesting life. So
that's why they call it Minnesota. Haha. And so me being in Mississippi, I'm always wanted to see snow, and I'll tell you guys a little bit later the story the first time I got to see snow. But that's our introductory video. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you watch the next video because we're going to talk about how we met. All right, see you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.